The kind of fruit you want to be.
Yes, and telling about the fruits, so also it was very beautiful metaphor on the way here that you said that we are like, we have some fruit to give, and like apple tree will never give a banana.
No, an apple tree can give a banana eventually. I don't know, I'm not an agricultural expert, but this is what we do as human. So we try to fit to something. The real meaning of happiness in Latin is felix. Felix means abundant. Abundant of your fruits. So this tree is felix. Is abundant of flowers, soon it will have fruits. It will not produce bananas because it's not a banana tree. And what happens if it forces himself to produce banana? It may die after, because it's not supposed to produce banana. It's not the scope of this fantastic tree. But we as humans, we try to produce other things that we are not really born to do. This is why we lose our happiness, we lose our felix. This is a word that happiness is used a lot. People talk about depression a lot. And something that really I want to give as a message, if I can, if I may, is depression is a big friend. In ancient Egypt, when you are in depression status, was that you were swimming in a black, dark, cold sea. Something was wrong with your life. You were not happy about your life. So this is a message. You can take pills, you just ignore it. Of course, if you need a medical advice, go take pills, whatever, but try to remove the root cause. So after swimming in this black sea, the Egyptian, they will say that you need to swim in a green sea. Green is the color of the chakra of the heart, is the color of love. So you need to swim in love. But not love like what we mean normally for love. Love makes what you make you happy, joyful. So fall in love with an idea. Fall in love with a job, a work. Fall in love with a person, with something of yourself. Fall in love with something. This will guide you through the next sea. The next sea is a sea full of light. You can go to the sea full of light only if you pass from dark sea, green sea, sea full of light.
So this is also interesting because we live in a society that only see these bright colors, but like you said, this process of developing goes through this dark sea also.
Yes.
And we have to swim from this dark sea to get to the light.
When I have a question for you. When you can see stars? Can you see stars now?
No, only when it's dark.
Yep.
True.
So you can see stars, and normally stars gives you the direction, right?
Yes.
Only in times of darkness. So during darkness you can see stars, and then you can understand where you go.
True.
You used a fantastic word before, that is nation. In the Bible, in the Old Testament, God, when talked to Abraham, he says, you will be big among nations. So now if you digress a moment from the religious normal translation of meaning, you will be big as a human, as a person among nations. So can a person be big like a nation? The answer is yes. If you free up yourself completely from the fitting and try to understand your real self. What you have inside, the real self, is the most, the closest things to God that we can experience in life. Of course, this is not, you don't need to be religious or believing. Religious means to be tightened up by metal pins. Relegare means in Latin keeping you standing still by a metal tool, like pins, metal pins. So if you are in a religion, you are somehow tied to something.
Rules, yeah.
To the rules and to the limitation, of course.
True. So we wish all the people to find the flow. If they don't know how, they can contact you because you are making courses from ancient psychology. Tell us, what is ancient psychology?
Well, ancient psychology is is an effort of archaeologism. Like I consider myself an archaeologist, trying to, put on the surface of knowledge and try to share with the world knowledge that is hidden, forgotten, and forbidden. So modern psychology from Freud and Jung, they try to more from Freud this actually. try to give you a snorkel to breathe under the water. So, as Freud said, psychoanalysis is the tool that will let you move from psychological misery towards a slight unhappiness. The purpose of ancient psychology is to remove you from the water and not giving you a snorkel to fit and resist. Is to find your road, to find your way, to find your path. And Socrates knew that, Jesus knew it. If you go in the Gospel, I reference a lot into the Gospel because you can read the Gospel also in a development way and not only in the traditional, unfortunately manipulated translations. And Jung knew it. There is a fantastic book that is called Memories, Dreams, Reflections. It was published 1 year after the death of Jung by his assistant.
Because he was afraid to publish us when he was alive, yes?
Yes, he was, I would say, afraid of his wife, because the wife was paying everything. And in this book, hopefully you can find it, he talks a lot about a different superior self, a different, I would say, possibility to meet your real self. And Jung was writing about the invisible teachers, for example. Also William Yeats, the famous poetry maker, it was a Nobel Prize in 1923, I think. He wrote about the invisible teachers. This is also ancient psychology. It's about finding new dimension of yourself, finding who you really are, and not trying to fit to something that makes you sick.
Thank you for today.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.